Hello. My name is Linda Talkinghead and I would like to welcome, once again, Canada Post Senior Vice President, Edward Ladder-Clymer.
Thank you, Linda. I am pleased to be here.
Mr. Ladder-Clymer, we understand that Canada Post is now entering into a collective bargaining session with the Canadian Union of Postal Workers.
Yes, we are currently in negotiations. Canada Post looks forward to moving forward, because moving forward is our current corporate mantra. And we will continue to move forward until we come up with a new corporate slogan.
What can we expect during this round of collective bargaining, as Canada Post moves forward? What are the issues?
We are offering our valued team members a generous package of value-based corporate initiatives, designed to provide our great company with the flexibility and competitive edge that will allow it to continue moving forward. As you know, moving forward is our corporate goal, and we continue to focus on achieving our goals in order to ensure our future success in moving forward.
Thank you, Mr. Ladder-Clymer. That's very enlightening. The Canadian Union of Postal Workers has stated that Canada Post has put forward demands to reduce vacation leave, offload the cost of post-retirement medical benefits directly onto retirees, introduce a two-tier wage scheme, and impose a new sick leave program called the STD that will cut sick leave wage loss benefits in half. Are you able to comment on that?
I can confirm that Canada Post is offering a very generous, competitive package that will allow us the flexibility and competitive edge to leave the past behind by moving forward.
Mr. Ladder-Clymer, perhaps we could focus on the short-term disability plan for a moment. We understand that it is commonly referred to as the STD. That sounds a bit infectious to me. Does it have anything to do with continuous flow? Seriously though, is it true that employees currently earn 15 days of sick leave per year?
The package we are offering will allow us to move forward. It is gold-plated and top of the line. It provides tremendous value. It provides flexibility. It is the best corporate sick leave program ever. It represents the top industry standards and offers the competitive advantage we need to move forward, and we are proud to offer it to the members of our valuable team.
Mr. Ladder-Clymer, you really didn't answer my question. I don't mean to sound disrespectful, but can you turn off the corporate baffle gab for just one moment and answer my question? Is it true that union members currently earn 15 days of sick leave credits per year?
Well, I suppose you could look at it in that perspective. But there are many perspectives. Canada Post is moving forward. We view our corporate challenges from a forward-based perspective. We're not looking behind, we were looking forward.
Perspectives aside, Mr. Ladder-Clymer, isn't it true that Canada Post is now demanding that union members accept a short-term sick leave wage loss entitlement of only 7 days per year with limited carryover? Isn't that a tremendous cutback?
There's no room for cutbacks in our corporate vocabulary. Our corporate vocabulary was updated by our head office several weeks ago, and we are no longer allowed to use that word in public. So I am not able to answer that question directly.
It's our understanding that sick leave benefits were designed to provide employees with wage loss protection when they have the misfortune of suffering from an illness or injury. But with a reduced short-term entitlement of 7 days per year, couldn't a single bout of the flu quickly wipe out an entire year's worth of sick leave? Doesn't that mean that for the rest of the year, an employee would not have any wage loss protection in the event of any other short-term sick leave absence? Instead of moving forward, isn't that moving backwards?
We're not saying that employees can no longer get sick. Our employees can continue to be sick whenever it is deemed appropriate. That's why we have secured the services of Manulife Financial. Manulife is Canada's largest insurance company and employs a multidisciplinary approach in managing workplace absences. We pay Manulife to help us move forward by managing the absences of our valued team members.
I'm not sure exactly what it means to manage an absence, but we've heard a lot about Manulife. We have heard concerns regarding the manner in which Manulife manages absences. We've heard about harassing phone calls at all hours of the day and night. We've heard stories about the barrage of form letters and ultimatums, and sick leave clawbacks, and demands for so-called independent medical examinations by physicians chosen by Canada Post. We've also heard that under the STD, a Manulife case worker will be able to disqualify an employee from wage loss benefits if he or she disagrees with the program of treatment prescribed by an employee's physician. It seems to me that Manulife would be able to decide upon the program of treatment that is best suited to an employee, rather than the employee's physician. At the same time, Canada Post pays Manulife to manage workplace absences. Isn't that a little bit scary?
There's nothing scary about it at all. Manulife will provide our valued team members with the best possible management of their illnesses and injuries. That's why we pay them.
Mr. Ladder Climber, what sort of mandate have you given to Manulife in terms of its contract with Canada Post? Have you set out any defined targets? What role does an employee's physician have in relation to Manulife's mandate with Canada Post?
That information is confidential, but I can say that Manulife has been employed to help Canada Post move forward.
Mr. Ladder Climber, perhaps you could take a moment to speak to Canada Post's injury rate. We've heard that approximately 10,000 employees per year require modified duties as a result of their need for accommodation. We've also heard that Canada Post employees suffer an astronomical rate of injury as a result of their occupational demands. Won't Canada Post's future operational changes lead to higher rates of workplace absences and more injuries? How will a reduced sick leave entitlement meet the needs of Canada Post employees?
We are not preoccupied with statistics. At Canada Post, we are dedicated to improving the health and safety of our team members. We will continue to improve the health and safety of our valued team members as we continue to move forward. With Manulife on our payroll, we will be able to reduce our expenses by managing those employees who would normally eat into our profits as a result of their illness or injury.
In fairness, if employees are denied wage loss protection from their employer, where will they turn? Does this not translate into the offloading of those costs onto provincial and federal social assistance programs?
That's a complicated question. Unfortunately, I don't think we can answer that question here.
We have just one more question for you today, Mr. Ladder Climber. We understand that after 15 straight years of profit, the Canada Post Corporation just posted a record profit of $281 million. We also understand that Canada Post just finished paying out substantial bonuses to its employees. Frankly, a program of cutbacks seems out of place in this financial picture. There's something about all of this that reminds me of how I felt when listening to George W. Bush's justification for the invasion of Iraq.
As a representative of Canada Post, I am not at liberty to comment on international affairs. But I can confirm that Canada Post is moving forward, not backwards, and will continue to do so until we come up with our next corporate slogan.
Well, folks, that is all the time we have tonight. I would like to thank Mr. Ladder Climber for joining us here tonight. Please tune in next week.